Wow. Okay. Death of a family member, one of the top 10 most stressful life events you can have. So, hi everybody. I'm Matt from workanywhere.life. And in a previous episode in this series, I talked about the top 10 most stressful events. I talked about divorce and I talked about this old house and the process of moving. Right now, let's discuss death of a family member. In the past year, so beginning of 2005, 2025 through to now in 26, I've lost an uncle in Maryland, an aunt in Florida. I just lost an aunt in New Hampshire this month. And last month, my wife lost her father. So we've had a considerable amount of loss um, in the past year and 4 months or so. It's been a bit rough. Um, Now, to explain who these people are and why it's been a little bit challenging, the uncle I lost in Maryland last year, how do I explain this one? I'm adopted. I was adopted as an infant. My mother was very young, Irish Catholic, of course, had to give me up for adoption. My father I never knew. My mother I never knew because she died young as well. So through Ancestry.com, I got connected to a half sister. We share the same father. Through that, I got connected with a cousin in Florida who introduced me to my half brother, who we also share the same father. Dad got around. Yeah, I guess he was quite the ladies' man, apparently. Um, and then through all of that, I got to know my aunt and uncle in Maryland. Absolutely wonderful, sweet people. I had just barely gotten to know them when his health started to decline. And tragically, I didn't spend nearly enough time with him because they're like 10 hours away. Um, and then his health went downhill very quickly. So now, so that was a great loss because he's one of the few people who could really tell me about my birth father. Now, the parents who adopted me, wonderful people. I have no complaints there. And I had a terrific childhood. But it was nice getting to know the other members of my blood relations. So I have a slew of cousins, and my father was one of six surviving children. Um, so it's a lot getting to know this family that I didn't know for 50 some odd years. And then one of my aunts was from my birth family, who I'd never actually had a chance to meet. So there's a great sense of loss there that she's one of the aunts and uncles that I never had a chance to actually get to meet in person. Then my Aunt Nancy on my adopted family side was somebody she was my father's only sister, my father's only sibling, and I grew up with her every single holiday. They lived only an hour away, but we saw each other probably 10 times a year. Every holiday, you name it, the big holidays, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, Labor Day, you name it, we were always together. And then in the past few years, as her health declined and she was being taken care of by her son and his wife, um, we kind of lost touch. And then last month or this month, um, she died suddenly, unexpectedly. So I didn't have that closure of being able to say goodbye, where I haven't seen her in a couple of years. I did try calling a few times. She had difficulty figuring out her cell phone. And so that was a challenge. Could I have gone to visit her? Yes. So I have some remorse there, some guilt there. I should have made the effort, but now she's gone. Okay, yeah, no crying over spilt milk, sort of thing. So that's where I'm at. There's been a lot of loss. My father-in-law, the same thing with my wife's father. I haven't really seen him. He was all the way down in Massachusetts, about 3 hours away. So I didn't see him very often. And yeah, a lot of loss, some guilt and remorse involved. But you move forward, right? So there's that story. Next up in the drama, we're going to talk about loss of a child. This one hits to the heart even more, and it's going to be a very difficult story for me to tell. But I will, because it's important. So that will be next up. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends if you feel like it. There's going to be a lot of drama in this saga. This is season 1 of what I intend to be multiple seasons, and you'll find out why in a couple more episodes, right? Yeah, and I'll see you on the next one.